Mic check, mic check. 1, 2. What is this?
Yes, sir.
Special Club Talk podcast is back in business.
Back in business.
YouTube edition.
Yes, Shane. We back with the visual.
Bike.
Hey, I ain't. I say if I would have known this more was the visuals, maybe I would have wore a different shirt. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Maybe I would have got a lineup.
Yeah, nah, for real. Now I got my lineup tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? We almost bike. We got a big conference coming into the hotel.
Oh, for real?
A bunch of. Not for me, you know what I'm saying?
Not for me. No, of course not.
Of course not for me, you know what I'm saying? But a plethora,
a multiplicity,
some would say, of beautiful women that coming in. You know what I'm saying? So
not for you,
but not for me. I'm getting my hair cut for unrelated reasons.
Right.
You know what I'm
I mean, somebody call an ambulance,
you know what I'm saying?
but not for me.
I say how you doing, Fry?
Hey man, first off, want to give a shout out. We got Jay Sun in the building.
Jay
you know what
I'm saying? From the Pod 97 episode.
Pod 97 episode. They don't, you know what I mean? Go back into the history if you don't know.
They say, do the knowledge, nigga.
Do the knowledge. They not doing the knowledge, and that's the problem. Nah, but yeah, I'm good, bro. You know, another day in paradise, as I like to say. You know what I'm saying?
Go.
They finally got paid.
Hey, well.
Bring
my guy. Where my guy at?
You gotta
Let me do. Nah, for sure. Shout out, bro. You know what I'm saying? Finally getting paid again. All the TSA agents,
man,
finally getting paid again.
Shout out to all those government employees out there, man. Them brothers was starving. Big salute to the air traffic controllers out there too, especially, man, keeping people alive in the air, man. That's crazy stressful. Like, I was talking to somebody and broke that down. I'm like surgery is one thing. Because, of course, you have lives directly in your hands, right? But then as an air traffic controller, like any given 10 minutes, you got like hundreds or thousands of people's lives in your hands.
No, for sure.
Like, that's hella pressure, bro.
It has
There's
to be.
no way.
People all trying to land at the same time. Like, dickhead, you don't see that plane that's right there, bro? You about to... So if I say go down on that lane, you gonna go on that lane even though it's a plane right there? Stupid ass, bro.
I said don't land on the fucking tarmac.
Yo, you ever hear those videos of them arguing?
Nah.
Yo, the videos of the air traffic controllers like going in when like they be like talking to the pilots and stuff like that, it'd be out of pocket.
I believe it. But how you, bro? How you holding up?
Man, I'm doing good. Fresh off for work. I am... What Kenyon Martin say? I am T.I. Red. I am tired. Man, I was getting cooked all day, but you know that it comes with the territory. Like I just shared off mic, they done demoted more than half the squad. It's just me.
Half the squad is crazy,
bro. 5. How you demote 5 people to part time when it's only a 7-people team?
Yo, one of y'all shouldn't have had a baby with the boss's daughter, man.
Somebody, that's the problem. Nobody's doing that. Somebody need to dumb mind you. You know what I'm saying? Hey.
You describing all these people getting cut make me think of that scene in Life when they all started disappearing.
Oh yeah.
That's why I was just like, one of y'all shouldn't have had a baby with the boss's daughter.
Bro, that's really how I was feeling.
I'm the pappy boss.
I'm
the pappy. Said I'm that baby's daddy boss. I'm the pappy.
Nah, real talk. Nah, the homies is definitely getting out. There's just me and some boy named Jordan. Jordan got a lock in so we could somehow work through this.
We gotta get them other homies the Lost the War salute. Open hand salute.
Open hand. Oh, that's the Lost that
they
War.
They put that up. We lost the war, bro.
Dang. Oh they definitely lost the war because. How am I still full time? I was like, that's how you know he lost the war.
Hey, bro.
Me? They consider me the locking guy at work? Something's horribly wrong, guys. You know what I mean? There's clearly something wrong. But clearly, I mean, we look at all types of situations where things are wrong. We got Pat Bev choking out the wrong person. I'm headed with the news anchor voice. It's the wrong person. Yo, like Pat. So Frank, do you know much about that situation?
Yeah. So Pat, look. First off, let me preface that with we knew something was wrong with Duke when he was on the beach with Tim's on training for
Nah, definitely.
I feel like that was a high key good workout for the situation, but like at the same time,
Bro, there are multiple things that we can point to for Pat Bev being something wrong with. Number one, celebrating like that when they won that playing game versus the Clippers.
Oh yeah,
I get it. The Clippers cut you the season before.
oh yeah, when he jumped on the table.
Get up off that scorer's table, old man. Get up off that thing. What did he say to Steph? The last 10 was yours, the next 10 is mine. That nigga Steph said, ain't you 32? Like, what are you talking about right now? We should have been knew there was something wrong with Pat Bev. But this situation right here,
no, for
real. Just go ahead and confirms it. So what does that happen for?
So former NBA player, now podcaster, Pat Bev was involved in
That's our colleague? That's my bad. That was sick. My bad. My bad.
This inside the NBA. He said, you know, bro.
You know, I'm just saying.
He owed you some money.
The fellow podcaster, like that. I thought bro was.
Wait, did I say fellow podcaster?
Said I thought so. My bad.
All right, so Patrick Beverley was arrested on Friday, November 14th in Texas on felony assault charges. Mm-hmm. You know, the crass version of this is he caught his sister and some, you know, random man, probably her boyfriend or just whatever, having sex. And he
just a little context. His sister is underage.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I didn't know that part. Mm-hmm. He choked her. Did not, you know,
I'm pretty sure at least
deal with anything with the man. Allegedly. This is all alleged, you know. So not trying to get no defamation case from Pat.
Yeah, of course.
So according to the Fort Bend County Sheriff's Office, he's facing assault on a family member, which is a 3rd-degree felony. So it's like a family violence situation. And on his Instagram account, a statement was released by his attorney that indicated that said the incident arose after Beverly unexpectedly found his sister, a minor, alone in the home with an 18-year-old man in the middle of the night. Mm-hmm. The statement claims that Beverly was understandably concerned, as any brother would be about his sister, but added, "We don't believe what followed happened the way it's been described, and we look forward to the opportunity to address that in court."
For sure, that is definitely a very sensitive situation, you know, for multiple reasons.
Absolutely.
But why you choke out your sister? Like, I just feel like
allegedly.
Wow. Why would you? I appreciate you. Why would you allegedly choke out your sister? I just feel like if there's somebody to be choked in the room,
right? It's the grown ass.
I feel like it has to be the man,
bro. He didn't want the Cat Williams situation, bro. He saw Laker Shaq in there, and he was like, he made a business decision, bro.
What's that joint from Friday? He said we went Red's dad. Mm-hmm. He said no.
Basically, so I mean, yeah, who knows? I mean, I hope that he didn't actually yoke up the sister, but I don't see why you would be arrested for that.
Especially because she would have to be the one to like go ahead and press charges. I mean, it would seem like, but
unless she was just like, "Oh, it's gonna be a free crib, get him out of here."
Yeah. Well, I said
that's sick. That's sick work.
That's extremely sick. Nah, I'm about to say, you know, it could have been any multitude of reasons. You know, definitely hope that the definitive truth comes out soon.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know that definitely regarding that situation. I know it had to be crazy to be the 18-year-old man in the situation. You just like, you stand there, you like, what the hell's going on here? Like,
no, for real. He just started shuffling his feet, full defensive stance.
Look. He
2-3 zone out the door.
He needed to get the hell out of there. I'm about to say. Pat Bev was playing basketball overseas, man.
Yeah, for real.
He ain't got nothing to lose. The NBA is gone.
Pat was playing ball for Netanyahu, man. Lock in with me, man, y'all.
He beating the case. I see the vision, Pat. I see the vision.
He was playing ball for BB Netanyahu. You lock in with me,
you man. You a sick man, Pat. I see the vision. I can't believe it.
Yeah, man. But Pat Bev, man. Crazy work, man.
Niggas be killing.
But the government's back open, y'all. So, like I said earlier, I got paid. Also, you know, they're still kind of sorting out the EBT situation.
For sure.
So that's a blessing, especially right before Thanksgiving. So
definitely glad that all ended up working itself out.
Although I'm not glad that I didn't get paid for 44 days. for no reason.
Of course, yeah.
Because the Affordable Care Act tax credits situation did not get resolved.
Which was crazy.
Yeah.
But like I felt like I saw like some narrative start to shift about that. I'm not sure if it was, just my timeline. But about like the Affordable Care Act credits not being in there. It's like, okay, well then what did we do this to people for?
Right.
Stuff like that. And just saying that, okay, well now they're definitely just never being added to what are we doing?
Yeah. And like part of me feels like the 8 Dems that did capitulate, they were kind of coerced by Chuck Schumer, I feel like. Like, granted, yes, I know that there's some moderate ones out there.
Of course.
But it doesn't feel like it's a coincidence. Like, nearly all the ones that did are, like, facing retirement or just not running for re-election at all.
Yeah.
My sus detector went off. So, like, even if you are the minority leader and your people defect like that,
for sure,
like, that just goes to say, like, how feckless you are. And again, this is a popular kind of like opinion among other political pundits that say like this what Schumer's doing. I feel like it was personally, and it's just like
I've definitely seen that a lot.
It's disheartening because it makes you realize like there is no like real opposition party in America. It's just painful, man. It's really just painful. So
crazy part of that, definitely in a way, I definitely like. There's always two sides. What do you say? It's a double-edged sword.
He pulling out vintage Frank quotables right here.
I understand that because definitely it's unfair for Americans to have to, like you said, they're not being paid.
Right.
They're working their jobs. They can't provide for their families.
Yeah.
SNAP, on top of that, people who are getting SNAP benefits. I saw a statistic. I'm not sure exactly what the exact percentage was, but there is a percentage of people who are working
60%.
So yeah, and then still receiving SNAP benefits. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, I'm not sure what amount of government employees that is, or even if how many that relates. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but
somebody in the military.
Even if it's none, you know what I mean? Like, you have a whole section of government employees that aren't getting paid.
Right.
And now you have a whole section of people who aren't able to eat at all.
Right.
Because the SNAP benefits are also out. You know what I'm saying? So, like, those Americans
and they didn't have to be, by the way.
They didn't have to be. So they deserve to be taken care of.
Exactly.
So I understand why some people might be like, okay, well, we need to get we need to get this resolved no matter what, like if you're moderate in the middle, you know what I mean? But like we'll see long term the consequences of these decisions.
I mean, and they could be right down the road because unfortunately the continuing resolution only lasts until January 30th. And there were only 5 sectors that were fully funded for the fiscal year of 2026. That was the Department of Agriculture, Congress themselves.
Surprise, surprise.
The VA and military construction, but not like military pay. So military construction and veteran administrations, they got paid for the fiscal year 2026 through this continuing resolution. And then there's 2 other ones that I'm missing. But the point is that we could easily be faced with this situation all over again January 30th. And we were also dealing with this situation before last March.
Yeah.
So this is just a kicking the can down the road kind of thing with these continuing resolutions that are oftentimes packed with like a bunch of like sinister like little additions to it as well. Like
for sure.
I think it was Senator Hawley, Lindsey Graham, and like a few other Republican senators got their phones like not tapped, but just like their call logs subpoenaed during like the trials for January 6th. So now, mind you, it's pretty standard that once you're like for a grand jury to subpoena your phone records.
Yeah.
And you're not going to know that if that happens, but it's a pretty standard practice for like every American. They could potentially face that. They just put a law in that CR to where if they get subpoenaed without their knowledge, it's they have to get paid $500,000.
You said $500,000?
$500,000, mind you, that's taxpayer money, by the way.
Crazy.
Yeah. So they put that in there to enrich themselves because I have a sneaking feeling like some more consequences are going to be running down the street.
No, I said because I definitely just saw an article about
especially after midterm elections. It's not gonna be pretty.
Just a thing about somebody I believe in the house.
Mm-hmm.
They were getting text from Jeffrey Epstein during a confirmation hearing or something
Oh
like
yeah, I
that.
did see that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, about to say they about to get subpoenaed for that. About to say
And
that's
black women too.
Oh my goodness. It's a bad joint. They are protecting these pedophiles, man. It's a sick world we living in.
Sick word indeed. I mean,
but shoot, I forgot how we even ended up over there.
we were talking about the government shutdown.
Yeah.
So yeah, so like I said, like most likely, I hate to say it, but potentially in January 30th, we could be faced with the same thing all over again. I am currently on Indeed because I cannot take this anymore.
Yeah, I say this can't happen again to my dog. I wouldn't invite you to my job, but shit, right. They barely rocking with niggas now. It's gonna be a bad joint.
Yeah, and then like I saw a crazy statistic. So excuse the validity of it. I'm not totally sure because I didn't really get to analyze it with too much scrutiny. But right now, the application to like hiring ratio is like there's a 400% difference in the disparity between the applications that are going in and the jobs that are available.
Oh, I'm
a 400% sure. disparity, bro.
I am 1,000% sure, bro. I just be on Indeed. What they say, just throw my resume down the black hole. Like, hey, rock with the kid. Don't hear nothing back. Rock with the kid. You're not selected by your employer. Like, God, somebody rock with your boy.
Somebody say I had a phenomenal resume, but no. In so many words, you know what I mean? Like a bunch of word salad.
What are we talking about?
They literally, and it wasn't just like I had a phenomenal. It was like we were thoroughly impressed with your resume. However, boop 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 boop, and it was like 3 to 4 more sentences after that. I'm like, that. Don't tell me that and then not hire me, bro. That's crazy work.
Oh no, the way jobs butter you up before they tell you no is absolute insanity. They were like, amongst all of our candidates, you were without a doubt
the top 5.
The top 5. Too bad we're selecting 3. We're gonna fuck with you next time, buddy. Appreciate you. And if you want to follow, and if you want to go look at any of our other jobs, here goes a link to look at all these other jobs we won't hire you for.
Right.
I'm like, man, leave me alone.
And it's like 30 to 45 minutes for each application process.
Crazy.
Dystopian society. This is why billionaires should not exist, bro.
I agree. My biggest pet peeve about filling out job applications though, it's probably very arbitrary. But when they make me make an account
arbitrary
to submit the job application, I don't know why I get absolutely livid.
Oh yeah, I hate when I have to make an account.
I get livid. What do you mean make an account so you could tell? Why? Just email me.
Then it's you add the resume, and then now they want you to type out everything in your resume in different boxes, bro.
Yo, asking me to add my resume that making me type my work history is making me feel like you want me to fight you. Like it makes no sense how angry I get. I think it's because I just do it too much. Right. But I get physically upset every time that happens.
Yeah, I definitely start squeezing like the Arthur fist.
Yeah,
I do. That does make me hot for
but billionaires definitely should not be existing because for what's the point of you hogging all that wealth, big dog? Like,
yeah, I'm saying, bro.
People out here barely surviving, and you know what I'm saying, scraping things together off for $30,000 a year.
Yeah,
you got not even a billion, you got billions.
Right.
Shoot, I saw Jonah a while ago talking about Elon Musk. He was gonna be the first trillionaire.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I about to say, and the way they was talking, he was like, "Look, do this, you do this," and he's been making all those moves that the article was saying.
Right. And, for us to call ourselves like a Christian society, you know what I mean? The Bible has mad heat about, you know, how the poor should be treated. And I think, dang, what's that one Bible verse when it talks about the camel, like the likelihood of somebody rich getting into heaven?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm passing off the mic. I think somebody else here knows. I don't know.
Subbing Jason.
It's in the gospel account where they talk about Jesus talks about like the likeliness of a rich man getting into heaven is like getting a camel through the eye of a needle.
See?
Right. And what's crazy too is the what they refer to as the eye of the needle. It's not like the needle that you think of when sewing. It's usually what they call like the small entrance when you're getting into the city, and it's like it can only fit a person.
Wow.
So like if you try to fit the camel, obviously it's not gonna fit in. So anyone on their camel trying to get through the city, they're not gonna get in. You know, they're trying to bring
Right.
all their belongings and everything.
Yeah.
You're not. You can only bring in you. So
That's
that's
a
like
bar.
the whole like parable Jesus saying. It's like you're not gonna be able to bring all these belongings in.
Cook.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jesus,
real.
the original bar maker.
I say my worldly self was definitely thinking it was a physical needle. I was like, yeah, you ain't getting that camel through that needle, boy. I tell you, hey, look, I can look right here and tell you. You might as well just give them riches. Look,
Jesus fed him with a loaf of bread and fit.
Look.
But he wasn't getting that camel through that dick.
look,
Nah, but yeah, on a serious note, like, you know, wealth disparity in this country, it just, you know, I mean, it's sickening to hear. And it's just like, when you have owners of companies, right, that it would take their workers like 6,000 plus years to get to the same wage that the owners of the company are right now. It's just like, it really boggles your mind.
for sure.
And it's just like, to see all the effort from like, it gets to a point, right, where there's only a few ways that this goes. The proletariat is gonna start a revolution. You mean?
Or we just all end up doing exactly what we're doing now, but 1,000 times worse for the rest of our lives, our
it's not gonna
grandkids'
last
lives.
like that. It's gonna be. Here's the few things that get in history that gets it to. It's like a serious famine, a serious economic disaster, revolution, and then that's it. My brain's no longer processing anything. So,
hey, look, you know, like when it's situations like that, you know, and when we look at the the wealth gap, you know, like already, like I mentioned, you know, a little bit earlier, talking about, you know, families not having this, and, you know, billionaires having, you know, so much capital.
right.
You know, it's like to the point. It's like, how could we ethically justify this? Will, you know, they Tupac said, what is it? They got money for wars. They can't feed the poor. I agree. I agree. I'm with Zoe. How we got money for wars but can't feed the poor? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, for real.
and I was just talking about, right? Because people want to get into these semantics arguments of like, oh, well, this person put themselves there and that person put themselves there.
Right.
There are, you know, if we want to get into it, let's talk about, you know, veterans
Right.
who are on the streets because, you know, their VA isn't being properly funded. You know what I'm saying? Or like their mental health isn't being taken care of.
Right.
But the people, once again, these senators and all these other people are benefiting from sending them to war. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Who they're pocketing $500,000 every time they're on some fuck shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
That's cool. But nobody's putting towards the money to help these people. And it's like, oh, well, why can't we? Oh, we don't have the resources. No, the resources are there.
Right.
All of the stuff is made. You know, all of the stuff is made up that we've made up. The resources are there to help these people.
Right.
You just don't want to put forth the effort or the you know what I'm saying, like do the change that is required.
It's all the money too that gets poured into propagating this individualistic society where it's like a level of social Darwinism where
Definitely.
it's just like natural selection. It's like when you oversimplify poverty into just, if they wanted to, they
don't work hard.
They don't work hard enough. It's just like no level of hard work would be able to get a majority of the population to the point where they become a billionaire. And most of the time, that billionaire class had to exploit.
You have to exploit somebody.
Yeah, like literally, it's impossible.
Not exploit people in order to be a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? At least if there is, you know what I'm saying? No, nobody has done
them out.
it. Bring them out. You know what I'm saying? Like we haven't seen anybody do it yet. And you know, like we definitely talk about, like, it's all propagated stuff. You know, it's all propaganda. Like we're like, oh, people don't work hard. I know personally, illegals that work harder than anybody else I know, and they're living so horribly right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like they work from midnight, they work all night, get up in the morning, work
Yep.
another job. You know what I mean? Sleep a couple hours, then get right back to it. Like
Right.
these people work so hard. So like, you can't tell me. I'm not one of the people that could be convinced the propaganda machine doesn't work for me because I know these people in real life. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Migrants definitely, are, so fundamental to how we have, just the capitalism as a whole. And then just to, on that note, capitalism, this like class warfare and wealth inequality is not a bug. It is not a mistake of the system. It is a design of the system to cause this. So, we get looked at as cattle to, the elites of society. And, they continue to develop society for them in a way where they're so isolated from us that they're also so divorced from our reality as well.
Exactly.
And it's just a disgusting thing when it's just like, out of all like those developed nations, like we're one of the only ones that doesn't give universal health care. Or it's like you said, like with the spiel about the veterans. And to your point too, I wanted to piggyback off of that a little bit and say like, it's funny, like, being, in the military for all the years that I've been in and everything, and how like conceptually it's such a like socialist kind of like living environment.
Yeah.
We have free healthcare. We have, government operated grocery stores.
Mm-hmm.
Mind you, this is some things that Mom Donnie was talking about, but it's like, people are vehemently against those things, even like some troops. And it's just like, yo, we benefit for those things. Why wouldn't we be able to at least experiment with trying to do that on a macro level?
We've seen that people are against it without any real understanding of if it could have worked. Like we saw I saw a clip on the Joe Budden podcast where Ish was talking to, I forget it. Why am I blanking on it? You know what I'm talking about?
Mark Lamont Hill?
Mark Lamont Hill. And Mark Lamont Hill was talking about Mom Donnie's plans for like getting like the free public transportation and all this other stuff. Yeah. And Ish was like, nah, it's not gonna work because they're gonna fire all the people and he was like, well, that's not necessarily how it's worked. Like, have you looked at his plan? He was like, no, because I just know it's not gonna work. And it's like, well, you haven't even looked at the plan. Like, you haven't even viewed it. You don't understand how it could work, but you're just making it up within yourself that I know this is gonna work. Like, for some reason, and it's definitely a byproduct of how we live and the things that are pushed to us. We believe that in order for people to live good, somebody has to suffer.
Right.
In order for the buses to be free and for people to be able to move around like that, somebody has to suffer. The bus drivers have to get fired. You know what I mean? Because you can't have happiness for everybody. That just can't happen.
But yeah, and the way the system is designed, where it's like socialism for corporations, where we live in this corptocracy, where they can get so many subsidies,
so many bailouts.
It's funny too. Like if you start looking at the statistics of just like how little the impact is on communities in the long term, because it's like you would think that, okay, they come to these counties, they develop these jobs, and that's like one of their chief arguments is like, oh, but what about all the jobs they bring in, this, that, and the third? Yeah. But what about the trade-off of all the other industries that are going to die because of Walmart's there?
For sure, yeah.
All the mom and pop businesses, anybody that's really able to compete with them are going to dry up, and those jobs are going to leave.
They always talk about trickle-down economics.
Right.
Just give me my money straight to me. I'm cool. I don't want it to trickle down. Just get that shit straight to me. I'll figure it out. Y'all let y'all money trickle down. I'm cool.
Right. And I thought it was like a fascinating kind of like statistic to look at. I don't have them present with me, unfortunately, at the moment, but I do have some literature that people can look into. It's Greg Leroy had this has this company. It's Good Jobs First. And it just talks about company labor law violations and taxpayer money and, just the intricacies of that and, how it can be detrimental. And I also wanted to note in the conversation, too, that the top 10 U.S. billionaires collectively, their wealth in the past year grew by $698 billion in the last year.
Most of that due to stocks and AI companies and whatnot. And I cannot wait for this AI bubble to pop.
Yeah, me too.
I am tired of you niggas. Next nigga I see making Martin Luther King come out at WrestleMania. I'm fighting one of you niggas.
I'm saying,
Stop doing that to my nigga.
I'm saying, and I think Bernice King and them, they got that, they gathered them up already and like and dealt with that, with like the Sora AI and all that. But yeah, it's crazy, and it's just like, yeah, like they made that much money, and 53% of workers experienced one or more forms of food insecurity in the previous 3 months. 48% of workers experienced one or more forms of housing insecurity in the past 3 months. More than half, 56%, have not been able to pay all their bills.
I promise we can all live good.
Without a remaining balance in the previous 3 months. And 1/3 of workers have one or more publicly funded assistance programs in the previous 3 months. So it's crazy, man, and it's going to continue to be a problem until it gets to a tipping point. And it's just like, you know, we've said on this podcast time and time again about us kind of getting on the precipice of where we stand in classism and, like, you know, class unity and seeing the big picture. And it's always just like, you know, again, designs of that machine, like, and those attacks on education, it reels people back in to the more tribalistic, devolved mindsets where it's just like, oh no, actually, I hate people for being on EBT.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, everybody is like a welfare queen, even though, like, you know, people that understand history understand like how that myth and you know, the racist and nefarious intentions behind that by Ronald Reagan.
That shit was crazy.
Otherwise known as Lucifer Reagan.
2 generations ago, niggas was slaves, but now you're a welfare queen,
right?
For one of the little boosts, like, golly, yo, like, shit, propaganda be so out of pocket,
and it's like, you know, you could look at somebody and be like, oh, like, you have food stamps, but you want to get cupcakes for, you know, little so and so's birthday.
Lord forbid a nigga get a cookie. Lord forbid I experience a little bit of joy at home.
Or how you got a food stamps card, but you got your nails done. It's just like, you cannot enjoy life if you are poor. So it makes you question, why do people within their own, like, you are one medical bill, one, like, you know,
one check,
accident away from being in the same position as those people. You are significantly closer to the poorest among us than you are the richest among us.
Way closer.
Way, like, you know, thousands and thousands of times closer. And I think that people have a lot of trouble. I mean, and even I have a lot of trouble, like, trying to, like, quantify within my reality how much a billion of anything is.
Yeah.
Right? And I've seen that thing, like, a couple times where it's just like, oh, a million seconds is like this many weeks or whatever.
It's like a week. And
but like, a billion is like
32 years or something like that.
Yeah,
it's like
something
insane.
crazy like that. So, you know, it makes you wonder why poor people hate poor people, essentially. And, like, of course, that's an oversimplification. But it's just
it's propaganda. You know what I mean? It's like, what's that famous or at least the popular meme I've seen? What it say? That immigrants trying to steal your cookie.
Right.
Everybody thinks that somebody below them is trying to steal their wealth, or like is the reason why they're not so much richer. And it's not the person below you. I promise you, it's the person above you.
Right. And it's just like, you know, we take these, like, just elementary level looks at systemic oppression, and we don't personify it. You know what I mean? And again, like, that is not a bug of the system. That is as the system is designed to work in this case. So it makes me feel real V for Vendetta kind of energy. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
You know, so it's crazy, man. And, like, but, you know, we see all around us the consequences of systematic poverty and the chronic scarcity that embellishes so many of us in this country. So it's sad, man. It's really sad. And it's just like,
if you ain't understand that sentence, you ain't alone, brother. that nigga Frank just said some words. If you ain't understand that, you ain't alone. Know that. Don't feel embarrassed. It's cool.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, man. It's just
No. I got you.
Yeah,
No,
yeah. It's depressing, man. It really is, and it's
It
just
really
like
is.
it's
I
just
want
like
better for my people.
when is enough enough? You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
when is enough enough? And it's crazy to see just like how much CEO pay has increased. I believe the one statistic I saw, yep, here it is. CEO pay has skyrocketed 1,460% since 1978.
Come on. What's that minimum wage talking like?
And U.S. productivity growth has increased 120%,
Mm-hmm.
but the compensation hasn't increased. It's only increased 40% since the 1950s or since the 1980s.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where we are.
Fucked up situation.
That is where we are. And then like it's like when billionaires have the tax strategy, it's like I guarantee you 99% of our listeners arguably are paying more effective taxes than all of those billionaires that I like, those top 10 billionaires that the aforementioned billionaires like Bill Gates and Elon and Warren Buffett and Bezos, all those guys.
Hold on.
Because they do this buy, borrow, die strategy to where they borrow against the equity of their stocks and you don't have to pay taxes on loan money.
Yeah.
And then they find other ways to compromise the system, plenty of subsidies, so their companies can feel these effects as well.
They don't like them unrealized gains that Elon brought Twitter off of. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
They got a million ways to play the game.
Right. And it's like, I used to have the mindset of eat the rich. I don't really have that mindset because I feel like a lot of people in their position would still do the same, low key. Maybe that's just like from, maybe that's nihilistic and like a lack of faith in humanity.
For sure.
But, I think like as a whole, we have to reassess that situation. And, the great Audre Lorde said that you can't dismantle the master's house with the master's tools. And I think that's so profound because like,
real.
I don't feel like we would ever be able to escape this system as it's designed and intended. And and I saw this like really sick quote of somebody during like the carpetbagger era, or robber baron era of like why are they named Rockefeller and them and like what I mean?
Yeah. Mm.
This person said back then, he said, because he like dismantled like a big class revolution with like union. He like union busted basically pretty bad. He said, I can hire one half of the working class to kill the other half.
Ain't that the truth?
And I hate to say,
he cooked.
That motherfucker's right, low key.
He's good.
And that was a quote by Jay Gold. But it's just like, we just want people to just like wake up. And I think like that's starting to happen more in our generation is Definitely. That, because of our levels of access to information. Yeah. Granted, there's still, we've talked about this countless time, like mis and disinformation that's out there. But, we have leadership and we have like so many of us that are, waking up to these things. We have ways to get mass amounts of information out to each other very quickly. Mm-hmm. And, it's definitely going to change with us. It's not going to be like as drastic as we would probably prefer it.
Of course.
But I think like I'm in a chapter in my life where I'm definitely trying to get more involved with that process, immerse myself more in that literature of, describing the things that we're discussing in this episode. And, really shaping my politics around that. And, really trying to put thought to action and really, start to make a difference.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. So it's crazy, man. It's just like, what did I title this in the in my doc?
Trump
when
got
I made
called
it?
give money. Never mind.
I'm about to say I didn't say the DLD thing. Oh, I think I named the doc why rich niggas deserve less.
Why rich niggas deserve less is real, man.
might be the episode title. But man, like, you know, we got to look out for one another.
Community.
Yeah, community.
The most
community.
important. That's all we got.
Community unity. You know what I'm saying?
saying?
Like, we gotta get more class consciousness amongst each other. And that's gonna be the only way, man.
Real.
You know what I'm saying?
Boom.
You know what I'm saying?
Everybody
Like,
go stream that new Rory Rogers, man.
facts.
Rory dropped. Scum finally dropped. Man, that's been years in the making. Everybody
Years in the making.
Everybody go stream that new Rory Rogers.
You know what I mean? Josh, your boy was getting chewed up by Bubba, bro. That's what I heard, man.
That's, my boy is crazy. My boy is crazy.
But it's okay when you do it, but when I do it.
And first off, I heard he was chewing up Bubba. Like, let's just be clear. I heard he was the one chewing. You know, just to be clear.
Oh, so you doing the bending.
Oh, so you doing that?
She said, what'd she say, bro? She said, how do you marry a woman and get bent over by a man? Ain't nobody bending me over.
You know what's crazy
Oh,
part?
so you doing the bending?
You know what's crazy part? That's really how niggas argue. You'll argue with niggas. She'll say 10 things right, but that 11th thing, oh, I'm on your ass. It wasn't even sunny outside. Oh, I was outside when it was sunny with bitches. It wasn't even sunny outside. It was raining. Okay, see, there you go. You don't know shit. There you go. That's your problem. You always talking, think you know something. It was raining outside. See, there you go. You just got to walk away.
That's when you start getting all Pat Bev on.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
No.
My bad. Allegedly.
I'm out here. Y'all, I'm out here. I ain't got nothing to say.
Hey, man, this has been the Special Cloth Talk podcast. We really love y'all, man. Appreciate all the support.
Peace, love.
Peace, love. Shout out to Jason again. Thank you for being in the studio today.
Providing us with them biblical bars.
With the parables, baby.
Shim sham.
But y'all be well, man. Peace, positivity, shalomski.